As you guys all know, we live on the road, travelling around Australia at the moment, and there's been quite a few questions on what kit do we take for the van and the car in case something goes wrong. So these things we've got here in front of us are all pretty much equipment that we can self-sustain to a point where if you have a flat tyre, if you break down, if you have some electrical wiring, fuses go, all that sort of stuff. So I'll run you through the kit that we carry with us on the road. We go off-road a bit, so we've got a recovery kit here. So what that's got is snatch strap, shackles, a sheath, tree trunk protector, all that sort of stuff in here. That's like, you can get that from ARB, TJM, Kings, anywhere along those lines. Always carry an extra jack, bottle jack, because the jacks that come with the vehicles are quite light and flimsy, and they don't really give you extra height when you're off-road and you're in cutouts and washouts and everything. So always bring some chocks, a couple of blocks of wood and an extra bottle jack. Here is some extra recovery gear. So we've got some strap-on blocks that actually go around your wheel if you're stuck in sand or deep mud. You don't need a winch, you can just strap these to your wheels and pretty much recover yourself. Extra snatch strap, we've got some jumper leads, a wheel brace and some extra shackles. And with the shackles, try them on your car and make sure they fit your recovery points, because some of them come out and they're actually too big to screw into your recovery points. So just a tip. Here we've got a lithium jump starter, little battery kit. So you plug this into the lithium battery and you can pretty much jump start most cars with those, and they're really handy. So you don't need a second vehicle. You can recover yourself if you've got a flat battery. Really handy. Tyre repair kit. If you don't know how to do it and you're going off-road, learn how to do it, because it's a really handy kit. You can fix a puncture in the middle of nowhere and get yourself back on the road. Up front there we've got the code reader. If we get codes up on the vehicle, we can actually have a look and see how serious they are, or whether we can reset them and keep going. Got some soldering wire and a little Go Devil torch here for electrical connections when you're doing Anderson plugs, wire stripper, wire crimper, set of side cutters, a little bit of extra wire, some heat shrink and fuses. You've got to have spare fuses because you will blow them. And a test log. This is a really handy bit of kit. This is a little fire kit. So this one here from Crash Pad, and all this gear here is from Crash Pad. So this is a firewood carrier. So you go out in the bush and you're looking for firewood, you can stack it all in there, carry it back to camp. It's a really good bit of kit. Got a little tomahawk. I've got an axe on board too. And these are a hot little tip for people that don't want to use firelighters. So use tea bags soaked in either kero or diesel, and they burn and burn and burn. Get a fire started for you. I've got this is a bit of an odds and sods one, this one. So this has got spare screws, rivets, all that sort of stuff for making repairs on the Caravan or making additions or improvements. This is all to do with tyres. So we've got air inflation valves, we've got deflator valves, also got different sized wheel nuts for different sized wheel nuts in here, sockets that don't mark your wheels, just in case you come across someone on the side of the road and you want to give them a hand. In here I've got all my tools basically. So we've got ratchet spanners, stubby spanners, ring spanners, sockets and ratchets in here, breaker bar. This is the one I use for my wheels, this one here, and any really tight bolts. And I've got a bunch of screwdrivers, pliers, terminal cleaners, shifters, all that sort of stuff in here, just extra tools. Over to the tool roll. So this is the quick grab. So this thing is awesome. I use this most. So I've got pretty much pliers, multi-grips, pointy nose pliers. I've got a spare ratchet, Allen keys, side cutters, shifters, spanner for my DO35 coupling, a smaller shifter, Stanley knife. In here we've got screwdrivers, and over here I've got a small 1/4 inch socket set, some more Torx wrenches. In here we've got some smaller sockets, some Allen key heads, little ratchet. Really handy roll this. So usually you just roll this up, and then just clip it together, and it's just a really handy little grab bag, and you can take it out to where you're working, and then yeah, it's very handy. And the other thing is that I haven't got here is an air compressor that we take with us. So when we're doing beach work or off on the gravel, we'll drop the tyres down to 18 to 20 psi, especially on the sand. On the gravel, it's you get down to about 25 to 28. Just protects your tyres, gives you more traction, makes for a more comfortable ride, pretty much. So yeah, we use the compressor to reinflate the tyres when we get back onto the blacktop. And that's about it. Thanks, guys. So I just wanted to go through some of the highlights of these bags. We absolutely love them. So Kelly is the organisation queen, and when it comes to the inside of the van and the car, she has to have it sorted. Same with me, I like to have it organised too, but Kelly's all over that sort of stuff. And we went to a local business that's actually just next door, next to a lot of warehouses here, and called Crash Pad. You probably know them well. Quite a big mob, and they had a lot more products than we thought that they did when we walked into the warehouse. And we originally went in there for a wheelie bag storage bin for the back of the caravan, and we walked out. I think if we had the trailer, Kelly would have filled it, but we ended up with all these organisation tool bags for all our kit. And it's not just tools. You can have food, you can have parts, you can have whatever you want, whatever you've got to put in them, you can put in them. But some of the features, so these are all PVC lined, so if you spill oil, grease, diesel, anything, food in them, you just simply wipe them out, and they're just brilliant. And the other thing is they come with dividers, so you can partition so that stuff doesn't slide around. If you haven't got it full, you can tighten it up and have it really compact. The other great feature is the handles. So they've got a plastic handle over the top of the canvas, and which makes it really sturdy. So you go to pick up the heavier items, it's just feels right. It's really good. Strong zips, they're really good. You'll never wear them out. We've used the hell out of these. And the most awesome part is clear tops. So you slide them out and you can see what's in them. You don't have to pull everything out, unzip it. Oh, what bag was that? We have got stuff written on these, but we don't really need it because it's clear top, and that's the brilliant part about it. And the PVC is hard wearing, so it doesn't scratch up like some of your cheaper ones. You'll find that some of the cheaper brands, they'll mark up and they'll tarnish, and you can hardly see through them after 6 months, whereas these, they just keep on going. So yeah, great product. Crash Pad, flash the crash.